everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently watched Asterix actually it's Asterix and Obelix and the Mansion of the Gods. And this was never released in America. This is, I think, just a European release. And the DVD itself is PAL 2, which is incompatible unless you have a DVD player that actually allows you to play PAL DVDs, which normally they don't, but needless to say, I've been a huge fan of Asterix and Obelix since my time in high school. And the film is absolutely brilliant. It's just absolutely hysterical. The animation's beautiful, and the plot is very substantial and actually has a lot of good morals and values that are sprinkled without the film, as well as good conversation topics. Even for this day and age. And I noticed that even though it was made, I think, 2016, 17, they actually predict the whole wall thing. I thought, ooh. Even though that is very subtle for those of us in 2019, we think, oh yeah, that's a slight against Trump. But nonetheless, I think that the French do this very well, and seeing Asterix and Obelix together is just an absolute delight. I haven't laughed that hard in a long, long time. There are just so many visual gags that are very appealing. It's eye candy, it's ear candy, and the plot is absolutely magical, and pun intended, but it's just tremendous to see these characters the way they were intended. And of course, I read a lot of the commentaries, a lot of the fans or the viewers, and they said that it was most like the original comic. I thought, oh good, they stuck to their source material. But I'm very, very happy that I had a chance to see it on YouTube, because I wouldn't have had a chance to see it otherwise. But nonetheless, I'm very pleased, and I really need to see the live action versions of the films. They have quite a few, and like I said, I really, really, really loved Sur la piste de Marsupilami, which is On the Trail of Marsupilami. I adore that movie. I feel like France really did a superior, splendiferous job in depicting Marsupilami, and normally this wouldn't be done very well, like the Abomination. Actually, two Abominations coming out to the cinema currently, one worse than the other, which I will not name. But as a fan of video games, I think you know to what I am referring. But as far as the film is concerned, it's definitely got my vote of 2 thumbs way up, 5 stars hands down. I noticed that the voice actor for Double D is involved, and he is quite a bit, and he currently voices a character in Miraculous Ladybug. And hearing that voice again, I thought, oh, be darned, that's Double D. I can't think of the voice actor's name, but I do a lot of voice chasing, so I recognize the voice immediately. And one thing I really love about the film, well, there's so many things to love about the film, just the fact that it's just absolutely ingenious in the way that a lot of slapstick is done. More of the humor is visual than it is actual slapstick. But timing is done just brilliantly. I noticed that they had a lot of good pop culture, well, it wasn't really pop culture references, but yeah, there were to Rome in particular, and those were funny, and breaking the fourth wall a little bit. I can't say that much else about it other than I just think it was absolutely brilliant, and I wish more of these would be done. I love them. But I am going to watch Asterix Conquers America, which actually was aired limitedly in certain cinemas in '94. Unfortunately, I didn't really know. Well, I think maybe, let's see, I graduated not college. I graduated high school in '98. I would have been 14 at that time. So 13, 13, 14, 14, 15. No, it was just trying to think. Maybe I would have still been in junior high. It's difficult to kind of pinpoint where I was at that time. I think it was before I knew about Asterix and Obelix. The only time that I really knew about Asterix was when I went to high school and was properly introduced to the characters. But I owe my French teacher for all this, because I thought, who are these interesting characters? I love their design. I like the fact that they're foils for one another. I'm going to mention that right away, because Asterix is typically the voice of reason, and he's much, much far shorter than Obelix. And it depicts also, if you know anything about what a real Asterix and Obelix are in literature, it makes sense. It's just absolutely incredibly intelligent and clever to do this depiction in animated form. I can't really say that much else about Asterix and Obelix and Mansion of the Gods, other than I absolutely loved it, and I'm glad I had a chance to see it. So I don't know if if the channel's gonna get stricken for copyright, because it's been a while. It's relatively new, and I just saw the trailer not too long ago. I thought, wait a minute, is this a new movie? And no, not to America, yes, because we're getting it later than Europe. Gosh darn you. But since you are the origin, well, I should say, since France is the origin of all Asterix and Obelix merchandise and paraphernalia, etc., that's where it's going to come from. And then America, well, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait. But that's basically all I have to say. So until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.